Hello, Facebook. How y'all doing out there? This is Cedric Jenkins coming to you live from Montgomery. Hey, just wanted to jump on real quick. I'm about to take my lunch break, but I just got some disturbing news, shall I say, from a coworker of mine, and it was kind of tied close related to a video I did yesterday about the reason why we get up and go earn a paycheck. And so in the video, I kind of demonstrated the two objectives or financial objectives of why we even get up to even consider putting in our blood, sweat, and tears to go earn a paycheck. I don't want to recap the whole video, but y'all can go back to my timeline to see the video. But in short, the cliff notes is there's two reasons why we even consider getting up and go to work, and that is to earn enough money to sustain our current lifestyle, while at the same time set aside some money for retirement, for our future lifestyle, right? So there lies in the problem right there. We're trying to do those two things with one source of income, right? So it causes a cash flow problem. It's not the fact that we don't have enough money, but we just don't have enough cash flow to do those two things. So let me give you a real live example, a real live event of what's going on and how that ties in. I was talking to a coworker probably this same time last year, and bumped into him in the hallway. And so, you know, we gave each other the greeting of the day. Then I asked, hey, what you got going on? And so with an excited voice, they told me that they had just dropped paperwork for retirement. For those who do not know what I do for a living, I'm not only am I an entrepreneur, but I'm also a computer engineer. I work for the Department of Defense. So in this community, we have a highly educated expertise in this space, and we get paid a good salary, and ranges up in six figures. So going back to my coworker, right? They told me and said, I'm tired. I done gave the federal government 30 years. It's time for me to retire, so I'm dropping paperwork. I'm excited. So I said, what you gonna do when you retire? When you retire? So they said, I'm gonna do what everybody trying to do, is relax, travel, enjoy life, enjoy my grandkids, things of that nature. Cool. So fast forward some months later, as a matter of fact, I just bumped into him today. And so I said, well, hey, what's up, man? So I said, are you ready for that retirement? When is your retirement? He said, I got some bad news to tell you. I said, well, what's the bad news? Well, due to the fact that my spouse had passed away, I had to change my situation. I had to continue working. I said, what? So they were saying that because of the fact their spouse had passed due to illness, right? The whole goal of them retiring was based on two incomes, right? So disturbingly enough, previously they was telling me they was dropping retirement and they was excited. Now the whole tone had just changed, and so now they telling me with a very disappointing and kind of embarrassing. I can tell by the body posture, it was embarrassing for them to even tell me that they had to continue working. Now this person is right at that 60 mark, a little bit over, and they say they got to continue to work. Now here's the thing, I talked about the whole two reasons why we even get up to go to work, and that is earn enough money to sustain our current lifestyle, while at the same time set aside some money for our future lifestyle, which is our retirement. I told y'all, when we rely on one source of income, that poses a problem. So here's the thing, what is your plan, right? What is your plan? We all are going to retire. What is your plan to get there? Do you have a blueprint? We all want to get out of debt. What is your plan? We all want to lower our taxes. What's your plan? We all want to fix or improve our money habits. What's your plan? So if you don't have a plan, that means you're doing everything blind. And look, you know, my pastor, one of our pastors mentioned yesterday, when we try to do it, we mess it up. So we got to put it in the right hands in order to fix it, right? So the first thing that we really got to do is figure out why we do what we do. All right. The second thing that we need to do is what's holding us from keeping us from doing why we should be doing what we need to do. Okay, we can't solve anything if we don't know why we're doing it and what's keeping us from doing it. All right, before we can even talk about solutions, right, we need to understand those two things first. Why you get up and do what you do, and what's keeping you from getting to where you want to be. All right, so I just wanted to get on here real quick and drop that on there, drop a knowledge. It was very disturbing to me to hear that, right? But that's a common financial pitfall or a challenge we all are going through. Every American, there's 76 billion Americans that's living here in the United States, right? We all out there trying to earn an income, right? But the crossroad becomes when do we want to retire? How are we going to retire? And it was something that was, you know, after hearing that story about she has to continue, or they have to continue working past her 30 years. She's 60 some years old. All right, you have to ask yourself, at one point, do you want to stop working? Okay, if you want to stop working, if it's your goal to stop working, now you need to come up with a plan to say, I'm no longer going to work, but I'm still going to have cash flow coming in. All right, so I just wanted to drop that on there, on here real quick to y'all, to just give y'all some financial awareness. But listen, go back to my timeline to yesterday, right? I did a video about those two financial objectives, right? And if you got any questions about that, feel free to inbox me a comment below. But I'm more than welcome to help you figure out how to meet those two financial objectives. Now, I'm still doing a video series all this week, or each day, each week, to talk about those pitfalls. So I talked about the two financial objectives. Now I'm going to talk about those 4 financial challenges that's keeping us from achieving those two objectives. So stay tuned. All right, y'all have a good and blessed, safe 4th of July. All right, talk to you later.